Time now for today's first ever pot pie cook-off. Earlier this month, we asked you to submit your best mouth-watering recipes for the traditional American favorite, and we've narrowed the field to 3 finalists: Lindsay Weiss from Overland Park, Kansas, Los Angeles resident Sean Michael Beyer, and Kyra Hall from Washington, D.C. Famed Chef Bobby Flay is here to crown a winner in just a few minutes. Bobby, good morning to you.
Good to see you.
One of my favorite dishes of all time.
Yeah.
But when you try one, what are you looking for in a pot pie?
Well, obviously, the 2 most important things are the filling and the crust itself. And it can range from, all kinds of different flavors, textures, and of course proteins inside as well. So we have 3 really interesting ones.
Yeah, let's start with Lindsay's. This is a steakhouse pot pie with mushrooms and Cabernet.
Yes.
How'd you get the recipe?
I am a Midwestern girl through and through, born and raised, so I love a good steak. I love a great steakhouse meal, and really one of the best things about a steakhouse meal are the side dishes, the wine, a beautiful cut of steak, and so I created this pot pie to really get sort of one perfect bite of all of those in a steamy, savory, wonderful
You don't
pot pie.
mind doing the store-bought puff pastry?
Yeah, I'm a mom, so I call Puff a mom's best friend, right? I don't have time to roll out crust, but I do have time to buy this, and I really just quickly cut it out and kind of to the shape of my pot pie. I brush the edges with just a little bit of egg wash to kind of give it something to adhere to. I throw it right on top, seal it up nicely, and 25 minutes later in a 350-degree oven, it bakes up into something beautiful and voluminous and warm and steamy.
Bobby, you want
Well, no, I think it's really good, and I love the idea. I love the fact that you're from Kansas City and you're creating this Kansas City steak pot pie. I think it's really important to know where you're from, and I like this. It's sort of a cheat,
Sure.
but that's okay.
It's a mom cheat, right?
No, it's exactly right. I think making the right choices is really the important point here, and so I think it's really good. I love the red wine and the steak, really good.
And you suggest chilling the Cabernet. We should mention that
I know
before
that's
we go
crazy to chill your red wine, but I dissolve the cornstarch in it, so you want it to be cold, so
Okay.
it dissolves fully.
on. All right,
Good
let's
flavor.
Move
Very
on
good
to
flavor.
Sean. Hickory-Smoked country chicken pot pie.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you
Yes,
get
sir.
it?
I sort of just made it up for this this competition, to be honest with you. I grew up on a family's cattle ranch in Northern California, and so I just wanted to make a, kind of my own spin on a tradition. Everybody's heard of a chicken
Sure.
pot pie. So
You make your own crust?
I do make my own crust. It's got, excuse me, dried garlic and, ground garlic and dried thyme. Gives it a, savory flavor, because crust can be kind of bland sometimes.
Himalayan sea salt,
Yes.
pink salt. Why pink salt?
Matches my shirt.
That's right. There's a reason for everything, Carl.
I'm glad it's not paprika.
You do the egg wash, and then you do the little bit of cracked Himalayan, cracked black. Gives a nice little finish to the
Yeah.
crust.
A little more labor intensive though.
Very labor intensive. You got to roast a head of garlic first in olive oil, and then I puree that. But the anchor to the dish is the smoked chicken. A
Nice.
hickory smoked chicken. I do that in advance. Pull the skin, chop it up into bite-sized pieces. It goes in the mix with roasted vegetables, garlic puree. I use the garlic-infused olive oil to saute my onions.
I love this. Actually, at Bar Americana, my restaurant, we actually make a smoked chicken pot pie with a sweet potato biscuit crust. We don't use Himalayan sea salt, so you have one up on me there. But this is good, and actually, it smells great. The question is it the right amount of smoke? That's the key, right? If you smoke it too much, it could be a little bit too smoky.
Well, right, chicken takes smoke very well.
Yeah, it's good
Let's
though.
not
Really
cheat
good.
Kyra out of some time. The
Absolutely.
herb roasted pork pot pie
Yes.
using pork.
So really, the pork just came about by accident. My mom had made this great pork loin, and it was left over in the freezer, so I wanted to make a pot pie. Rather than cooking chicken, I decided to cube up the pork. It's all a one-pot thing. It all goes right into the pot here. There's some fresh thyme, dried thyme, herbs of Provence.
You use shortening, cream cheese, and
Yes.
Yes. She
and
does
the
not play,
crust.
she does not play around with her crust.
No.
She
the
got a
crust
lot of
is
fat in the crust.
Most important.
Right, and a little bit of sugar in there as well to
Right.
make it caramelized. Whoops,
Yep.
sorry about that. And you can see how beautiful that is, Carl, too.
Yeah.
The thing I really love about this is Kyra has taken something that she made the night before and taken her leftovers and created a pot pie with it. How often do you see pork pot pie? Not very often. But I think the flavor is
I
amazing.
think we should see more of it.
Here you go, Al. This is all for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
So do you want to crown a winner?
I am going to crown the winner, and just like the last time, I don't have to go far. We're going to give it to Kyra and her.
Did you see this? The award has a pot pie on
It's
top.
amazing. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You got to lift it up like you're in Wimbledon.
Woo! not only are your recipes great, but you know, you're great on television. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with all of you.
Congratulations, Kyra. Fantastic.
Good job, guys.
Okay, we've got much more coming up. Stay tuned right after this. Yay!